guys, I want to demonstrate how I mix my henna powder. I use the henna powder for deep conditioning my hair. It's a natural plant, and also it's a great alternative for coloring your hair and also strengthening it. So I use it mostly for the strengthening part, not necessarily to color my hair. So if you want to get a different color on your hair, it's less abrasive than dye on your hair. The thing about henna also is that if you use it, it does tend to dry the hair out a bit. So if you have dry hair, you might want to look for other alternatives for deep conditioning your hair. But this is the brand I use. It's Herbie Ayurvedic henna, and it's the regular henna that you would also mix and use to make henna tattoos as well. So I'm just going to mix this up. What I use in my mixture is, I'm not going to use boiling hot water today, but I mixed a little bit of tea. This is 5 Roses tea. It's a South African brand, so I used very little because I have very little powder left. And another thing that I do is I beat an egg into the mixture as well. So I'll just show you now. Let me just unpack my henna from the packet. Okay, so this is all the remaining henna powder that was left in the packet, and I am quite pleased because I thought it wouldn't be enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a spatula to mix the black tea into the powder. What the black tea does is it also adds to the benefit of the henna coating your hair and strengthening it and just being a deep conditioning treatment for your hair. So I'm going to add a little bit of the black tea packet, and I am quite pleased because I thought it wouldn't be enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a spatula to mix the black tea into the powder. What the black tea does is it also adds to the benefit of the henna coating your hair and strengthening it and just being a deep conditioning treatment for your hair. So I'm going to add a little bit of the black tea. Just dropped my spatula. So I've added a little bit of the black tea. Just add a little bit more. And you don't want the mixture too runny because you want it to stick to your hair. And then I'm going to simultaneously also add, well, not simultaneously, but I'll add the egg, a little bit of the egg as well. The reason I'm only pouring a little bit in is because I want it to have a certain consistency to it. I don't want it to be too runny. So I just mixed everything with the spatula. And if you've noticed, I'm using a metal bowl. This is according to a suggestion that I was given as well, that you should use a metal bowl. So I'm going to mix it, and then I will be back when I've mixed the entire paste together. Okay, so I've finished mixing the henna powder, and it's not too runny, but it's also not as thick as I'd like it to be. Hopefully it will thicken. I'm going to leave it here for a few hours, maybe about 6 hours. Usually I leave it overnight, so I'd make it before I go to bed, and then when I wake up in the morning I would have it in for a few hours or almost all day. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover this bowl with some cling wrap and then leave it for the 6 hours that I already said I'd leave it for. And then after that I will be putting it into my hair for about 4 hours this evening when I get home. Or yeah, just about 4 hours, because when I do leave it in overnight it tends to make my head itch. That's another thing. So I don't leave it in for as long anymore. So but it does still work in the same way. I do still get the same benefit. Okay, there it is, all wrapped up, and will be ready to use when I get home later. Alright, thank you for watching.